How's it going, everyone? It's that Blue Abarth here, and welcome back to the channel and another video. And today, folks, I've got a banger for you because we are at Cadwell Park. And I know I said we were going to be back, I promised you, and we are here today. And we're here for none other than one of the most awesome, best events of the year, Modified Live. And that is right, folks, I'm back at Mod Live for the second year in a row, and I thought, you know what, if we're going to get back to Cadwell Park, let's go at one of the best times of the year for one of the best events of the year. Now, if you're not familiar with Modified Live, then let me just give you a quick summary. So it's basically the event of the year where all modified cars from here, there and everywhere gather at Cadwell Park and be put on stands so everyone can look at some mental awesome machines and crazy creations. And anything goes here. You can build whatever you want and display whatever you want. So we're back here today and we're going to look at all the cars once again. Now, it is a little bit different this year, and I will go through some of the differences when we're outside. But first, what I'm going to do is, well, I got up bright and early and went out the door. So I haven't had any breakfast yet, but the legend himself, he has made some awesome bacon sarnies. So I'm going to rattle into these, and then I'll meet you outside. So I'll see you in a minute or two. Oh, yeah. These are boss. Bruh. Honestly, guys, bacon sandwiches, you can't beat them. So here we are, folks, outside of the Abarth, and oh, I tell you what, as you can see already, there's some pretty awesome cars. I mean, there's a Vantage right behind me, which is a pretty good start, and we've got some Evos and Chasers down there as well. And this is the Spectator's car park, by the way, guys, and that is the biggest difference this year, I think, for me personally anyway, is that I will be on the Spectator's car park for this Mod Live, mainly because I had some issues with the online tickets. I couldn't seem to purchase them. It just wouldn't let me go through to the checkout, so that was unfortunate, but that's fine because we're still here anyway. We're at Mod Live, and that's the main thing. We're still going to go get to see some awesome cars on the stands, and I believe some of the clubs from last year are here as well, like Lynx Street Demons, Spectator Modified, and a few new clubs have arrived as well, so that would be cool to see, get to see some fresh new cars this year. But as you can see, the Abarth is here and looking absolutely fresh and awesome. I got it all cleaned yesterday, and then it started raining. Bruh. I know, it's just how it goes, but as you can see, it's lovely and shiny. I've been polishing it throughout the winter and getting it prepared for today, and it looks fantastic. So what we're going to do now is waste no more time. We're going to start to walk into the main area. As you can see, this is actually quite a nice part of the field, and I've never been on this part before, apart from last year, so I've never looked around it. This is actually quite a nice part of the track, and maybe in a future Cadwell track day video, we will post up here to look at the cars going around. That would be pretty awesome. But as you can see, part next to me is an awesome Abarth Punto, and let's just take a quick look at that. So there they are, the two Abarths next to each other. How cool does that look? A Punto and a 595. That's just a really cool combo right there. And this one is super nice. I mean, look, check out the wheels. The stripe down the side is really nice as well. And the whole thing is actually really cool. I do love a Punto Abarth. They look fantastic. So we're going to start walking into the main area now to see what cars are on display, because there are quite a few clubs. I believe there are red zones, which is where the clubs are currently situated. And then, of course, like last year as well, there are a bunch of events going on, such as Time Attack, Honda Championship, and of course, the best one of the lot, the drift cars, which is what we're going to try and see, because, of course, that's the best of the lot. I mean, the Time Attack and the Honda Championships are pretty awesome too, but unfortunately, I think they start at weird times later in the day. So if we can get the drift cars on camera, then that's fine by me, because they're always a sight to behold, especially when they're going around the corners. I can't believe how loud they are as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But we're just going to have to take a long walk into the main area. I remember having to walk down to the main area last year because there was a bit of a kerfuffle with one of the passes that I had to get on the club stand. But this year we're just going straight into the action. So let's see what Cadwell Park Modified Live 2025 has to offer. So I think the main differences this year for Mod Live really and 2025 is that I'm not on a stand, and I think the weather is the biggest change. Last year was absolutely mental. It was so hot, and I was definitely struggling towards the end of the video. I was able to get it done, that's the main thing, but thankfully this year it is a little bit cooler. There is a nice breeze coming through. Hopefully it doesn't get too windy so you guys will be able to hear me on camera, but so far so good. And I can see a ton of cars already as well, just lining up at the Time Attack event. So I'll try my best to see if I can get some footage of those cars as well for you guys, because I believe we have the Time Attack crew and some of the EP3s as well. I think it's the Honda Championship this year. I'm not too sure, I might be wrong on that, but I know it's definitely drift cars this year, folks. So, see what we can see. We've got a really cool EP3 here as well, and a VX220, which I have more to talk about in regards to these cars later on in the video, but stick around to find out what's going on this month, because it's going to be awesome. But there's so many cars. We've also got a Cayman GT4, and then we also have a Roush Mustang, and this has actually been on a few videos and events, and that thing is absolutely mental. Proper rowdy. And we've also got a really nice Cooper S here as well, along with the FK once again. That is a proper track machine. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. Look at the state of it. Carbon bonnet, the wheels, the splitter is absolutely crazy, and of course that mental spoiler as well. We love a good Type R on this channel, never disappoint. So I think now what we're going to try and do is find our way to the club stands, because of course that is where all the modified cars are, and that's where we want to be. That sounds so good. So I think what we've got to do is walk around to the club stands, because I think this whole area is sort of just for the race cars, the Time Attack, the drift cars. Although actually saying that, I haven't seen any drift cars yet. Maybe they're still being unloaded off the trailers and stuff. Let's look at this. A full-on Time Attack R35 GTR. That is so menacing looking. We've got a tiger on the door as well. That is a proper mean machine, and that is here for some business. That, if we see that on track, it's going down. We also have this amazing looking Time Attack Mini as well, which I believe was here a few days ago for one of the track days, and that was crazy on track. I remember seeing that absolutely mental machine. And we do have a DC5 as well, I believe, or DC2 Type R Integra, which also looks just crazy. I mean, I forgot how many just crazy machines are here for the race events. So I have no idea where to start. There are goodies everywhere, folks. But I suppose let's just get to recording. We have a great looking, I think this is one of the EK chassis. This looks really clean as well. I do love a good Honda. They're always just a sick car to look at. And we also have another one next to it as well. I believe this is the EG's chassis, which is also a great chassis of Honda as well. There's not a bad Honda in the lineup. We also have this crazy looking boosted barge, is what I like to call them. I think that is sort of the name for them as well. The boost bus, as it were. Zafira OPC, I think these are called when it comes to Zafira. Not Zafira, sorry, Opel. Opel is the OPC line instead of VXR. And yeah, there you go, actually, I just saw it on the engine cover there, OPC. So that is a crazy looking machine. And we also have a very low Lupo. Lupos are such sick cars. I always love these things. And everyone usually goes for the flush and sort of low stance with these things when it comes to the standard ones. Of course, the GTIs are a little bit more mental, bit of pocket rocket. And we do also have, do my eyes deceive me, folks, full-on tartan seats in the Lupo. That is very nice indeed. And of course, we can't forget the cars over here as well. There's some lovely machines. Got a Cooper, and look at this Clio RS. I absolutely love these things. I would love one of these next as well, because they are such great cars. We've got a 1.6 turbo, making around 200 to 220, depending on what spec you get, the trophy or the standard. But these are just Probably one of my favorite cars at the moment. I've seen maybe one or two around in the area, and they are just fantastic. Look at the shape of it. The spoiler as well, that trophy spoiler, is one of the best parts about it. And yeah, absolutely sick car. White on white as well, so nice. And look at this, the legend himself. If you're watching this, Dad, you're gonna love this one. A Mark II GTI. I bet this brings back memories. Look how clean it is. The fitment is perfect. The stance, the wheels, the color as well is something I've not seen on a Golf in quite a while. That is superb, honestly. That is a lovely machine, my friend. Really, really nice. Scirocco R as well, which I haven't seen in such a long time. These are actually quite rare cars to find nowadays. I don't see many of these. Lovely color, nice wheels. I've got to admit, Volkswagen made a great decision when they put those wheels on this car. Such a nice looking thing indeed. And next up is this gorgeous looking Astra VXR. I think it's mainly the color that's setting it off for me. This is one of my favorite colors on the Vauxhall VXR range. That blue is just so nice. Look at how it glitters and sort of reflects in the light. That is so nice. And for a car from, I don't know, 20 years ago, I want to say, early 2000s, they look so good today. I mean, they just haven't aged at all. And of course, if we go around the back, we get to see the Bowler B1s, a familiar sight indeed. And of course, the central exit exhaust, which is my favorite part about the car. It really does make it unique. And of course, the VXR buckets as well, which are Recaros, so awesome stuff indeed. I bet they're so comfy. And you get those in the Corsa as well, which is just mental stuff. And next up is an MG BGT. Bit of a mouthful, but such a timeless car. And take a look at how low that exhaust is. That is on the floor. We've got full-on bucket seats with the harnesses as well. This is a nice little track car. I bet this moves on the track. And we also now have this crazy looking Polo. Take a look at this. Engine bay on display. And we also have some detailing business cards here as well, which, if you guys don't know, I also have some of my own. That blue detailer in your area. If you need your car detailing, then there you go. Just hit me up. But if you also need some detailing, then there you go. Stories detailing. I mean, as you can see, the proof is in the pudding. It looks just immaculate. Such a lovely looking thing indeed. ABT badge, BBS splitties, great looking thing. Now, I'm actually not sure if I'm going to get copyrighted for this music, but I don't think it's a problem, so we'll just see how it goes. Really nice van here on some great looking wheels. Remind me of Rotorforms, actually. So next up is this thing right here, which has been doing the rounds on YouTube and social media. Now, if you're not sure what it is, this is a Daewoo, which is a bit of a rare car in itself. But what makes this one even rarer and more unique is the fact that it has a V6 in it, which is absolutely absurd. A V6, as you can see there on the plate as well. It doesn't lie, it's right there. How they've been able to shoehorn that in this thing is just, oh, respect, man, honestly, kudos. And probably one of the coolest parts about it as well are the Porsche turbo twists from the 996. They look gorgeous, especially with this color combination here of this sort of orangey bronze with the silver Porsche wheels. I can see why this thing is gaining some popularity. What an absolute build this thing is. Next up is an M5. These things are gorgeous, one of the classic ones as well. They are so timeless. Look at the bodywork, the lines, the wheels. These are machines, honestly, they are. I think my dad had one of these back in the day. They are such lovely things to drive and look at as well. I mean, it's so timeless and it's immaculate as well. We also have one of the newer, I think, the heritage badges that BMW sold for quite a while. You could buy them, put them on your, well, any BMW you wanted. It sort of makes it a bit more modern. I like the twist there. And talking of twists, look at this thing. We have a Rat Rod 5 Series. So definitely two different styles here, but it's cool to see them next to each other. We've got a proper rat rod machine going on here with the deep dish wheels and a massive central exit exhaust out the back there. So two completely different 5 Series, but both looking fan-dabby doozy. So that is just a small taster of what we have here today, folks. I did also miss some cars on the right here as well, just looking at these ones, but we're not going to miss them out. Let's get straight to it. A90 Supra, there we go. I'm getting too confused with all the chassis here today, guys, but we do have an A90 Supra. These things are absolutely fan-dabby doozy. The platform is great. B58 inside these things. And look at the paint, actually. It's sort of pearlescent, the way it's sort of different colours. That looks really, really nice with the red rims as well. This is super clean. This is what it's all about, folks. And check out the interior as well. Blasting out the tunes. Yeah, that is awesome. What a cool machine. I mean, that's definitely a different thing or a different style for a Supra. Usually you see track builds, clean builds, but lowered with a sound system. I rate it. It's something different. And next up we do have one of my favourite Subaru Imprezas, actually. I think this chassis is definitely very underrated. I don't see any of these ones at all. Yeah, there you go, from the man himself. I mean, these things are so awesome, and I wish there were more on the road, because just look how cool it is. This is the proper hatch with the wheels and everything as well. Super cool. You can never not love a good Subaru. And next up is something we don't see that much at all either, and that is a modified, slammed Mazda wagon. Now, I believe this is a Mazda 6 wagon. If I might be incorrect on that, I do apologize, guys. I might get some of these wrong today, but hey, that's what the comment section is here for. And if you guys own any of these cars, then feel free to leave a comment in the comment section as well. It'd be great to hear from you and learn a bit more about your builds. But that is just so clean. The wheels, the camber and everything as well. And I love the cream interior. That is a nice contrast. And from the back as well, it also looks really good. That is a nice build. And look at this as well, a GT4 Celica. These things are just such classics, especially in the rally world. I mean, with the body kit and everything as well, white on white, that is the best combo for sure, with a few red tints as well. I love these things. You can never get bored of them, especially in the white. It's just such a cool car. Awesome car, man. And there we go. So I think that is all the cars in this line. Oh, sorry. There's so many cars, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I almost bumped into someone. I do apologise if you're watching this video. But that is just a small taster of what is here today. There are so many cars on display, and well, we better waste no time. Let's get into the next lineup of cars. And starting off strong with a mental looking M4. So this is definitely one of the most underrated colours for the M4. I've got to say that right now. Underrated for sure. And rolling past is an E36. Lovely stuff as well. But yeah, definitely an underrated colour for the M4 in this yellow. A lot of people go for the dark green, the light blues, the dark blues, but that is so nice with the carbon body kit as well, and the little stickers here and there, the splitties as well. Seeing a lot of splitties this year, so maybe it's a splitty revival, which will be nice to see. And something I would love to see more of as well is the moon discs. Very Hot Wheel looking Micra here with a proper setup, white with the silver. We've got a full-on Sparko bucket seat as well. How mental does that look? It's a Sprint as well, so we've got a proper full-on Sprint bucket seat with the normal seat as well, fully stripped out. I bet this thing moves, and it's a bunch of fun. Micras have always been such a fun car to drive, and I bet this one turns it up to 11. Proper nice, proper clean as well. You'll love to see a Micra. And something that we're going to see a few of today as well is these stanced vans. But the caddies, they're always such a cool thing to look at with the wheels as well. The lovely colour, it's sort of green mixed in with a bit of, I don't know, there's definitely a different colour, bit of a blue at the bottom there, but that is such a nice combo of colours. And this as well, an E60 5 Series with Rolls-Royce wheels. What? That is so different. I mean, used to seeing sort of Bentley wheels on Audis and stuff like that, but I've never seen Rolls-Royce wheels on a BMW. So that is a first, and the colour is spot on as well. That is a gorgeous colour. And we're seeing so many crazy colours today, folks. We have a green Focus RS Mark II, and these these are fetching a pretty penny nowadays. They're going up in value, definitely collector's cars, but it's nice to see one out here today, all modded up. These are proper machines with the 5-cylinder engine. They just roar and sound amazing. And we also have some matching green Recaro RS seats as well, so this has definitely had some money spent on it in the right areas. The gorgeous wheels as well. This is definitely a classic car for sure, and like I said, they're fetching money by the day. So there you go, with the dealer plate as well. I'd love that. I'd like to find one for the Abarth, like a proper dealer plate. That is so cool. And of course, it ain't a Focus RS without gigantic exhaust tips. I bet that sounds fantastic as well. And next to it is another Focus, but the ST this time, Mark II, in this lovely dark blue. I'm loving dark blue cars. It's one of my favorite colors for a car, and this just really pops as well with the black wheels. It's a nice combination. Black roof as well with the spoiler. Something I was thinking about doing, but I think I will keep to a full podium blue. But this is really nice on this car. Look at the engine bay, folks. That is so clean. The dark blue is just popping in the sunlight, and that is fully built right there. So really nice setups going on these cars. I mean, wow. I can't believe that engine bay. It's so nice. And talking of engine bays, we do have an MX-5 here, which I recognized from last year, actually. I think this was at Mod Live in 2024, and OZ Superleggers, or are these Ultraleggers? They're one of the two, but as you guys know from Abarth, we do get these wheels on the Biposto 18-inch, which is madness, but we do get to see them on an MX-5. Again, in dark blue with some nice yellow tints here and there on the engine cover and a few pipes as well. This thing looks so nice with the yellow seats, or yellow stitch seats as well. Really sweet. I mean, you sort of underestimate how cool these cars are. I mean, they're such a popular car for good reason, and they are very small. I must admit, very small car, very low. I mean, I'm kneeling down right now, and I'm just matching its height. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. But such a lovely car. And something that's different from last year is this gigantic tent with a bunch of cars in it. We'll have a look in there in a second. But something that's displayed right outside it is this absolutely absurd looking Audi R8. So this is the V10 generation, one of my favorite supercars. Of course, it has the Hurricane engine as well. These things are absolutely crazy, and just take a look at this thing. We've got all the carbon fiber everywhere in the very nice yellow as well, which is not a color I've seen on an R8 actually ever. So this is a really nice color to have on it. And recently I learned that you can get dark green on an R8 as well. I mean, how crazy is that? A really nice color to have. So there you go, you can get some really funky and some really bright colors on these cars. And first time seeing an R8 in person definitely doesn't disappoint. What an experience. But the wheels as well are so cool, and just take a look at the lines on this thing. Whew, superb. So I actually just had a conversation with one of the people that are on the stand, and they have a Focus ST with, if you guys remember it, the one with the Bad Apple Monster Energy cans holding up the bonnet. So we're going to try and find that and get it on camera again, because that was really cool to look at. I think that was so unique, having Monster Energy cans hold up the bonnet. Love that for sure. So it was good talking to you again, man, and we'll see the car. And next up on the list is this I'm going to get this wrong, guys, I'm sorry, 206, I think, 206 or 208, either way, really cool car. I mean, these are probably one of the classics from some of the earlier racing games from the 2000s, like Need for Speed Carbon and stuff like that. You guys will probably remember this car. They're such a nippy little thing and such cool machines to modify. And if we take a look at the engine bay as well, we've got some nice gold bits in there, really nice looking. Now, I'm not sure what these run, maybe like a 1.8 or a 2 litre, and I've only just realised this massive chain holding up the bonnet. Again, tons of unique stuff to see here at Mod Live, folks. We also have some AirTech bits here and there. Proper little machine, and it's cool to see so many unique cars that you just don't see on the road. So that's one of the best parts about this event. And look at those bucket seats. I recognise them. They are from the later 208 GTI. So to have them in there, that's quite cool. I do like the look of that. Either that or they're sort of 208 inspired seats, but they definitely look like the one from the later GTI. So This might actually be, oh, it's a 207. So I do apologize, folks. I got that completely wrong, but I was sort of right, as I said 2.0, so I was almost there. But full on GTI, that looks great with the massive exhaust as well, and Deadpool in the boot. Cool stuff indeed. Next up is this mental looking 1 Series as well, with a PlayStation. Is that a PlayStation in the back? We've got a full on PlayStation in the boot. How mental is that? And more splitties as well. There are so many splitties at this event today, folks. I mean, I think we're going to see quite a lot of them. Like I said, it's sort of the splitty revival, but that's not a bad thing. It's always good to see a set of splitties at this event. So, folks, what a day it has been already. I've actually met another YouTuber, Biggie JDM, and we're going to get to his car in a minute or two. I think he's going to tag me in his video and a few pictures as well, which is awesome. I can't believe it. I get to meet some awesome people here today and see some great cars. Talking of great cars, we have a Chaser, which is one of Adam C's favourites, of course. Good stuff indeed. I always like these things, and it's so cool seeing all the different body kits and bits and bobs on these cars. They never disappoint. What an absolute legendary car. Oh no, actually, oh my gosh, folks, I've got that completely wrong. I've got it all wrong, folks. Rewind the footage. Let's restart. So, rewinding it a bit, this is actually an IS200, so I got that completely wrong, but I suppose there are elements of a Chaser within it, so that's probably why I got confused. But bride bucket seats, which matches my bride backpack today. I've got it on, folks, with my bacon sarnies in there, but what a lovely thing indeed. And I've only just noticed R34 GTR wheels on the rear there. How crazy does that look? Lovely thing indeed. We've got an Evo 9 as well, which is also another classic. Just like the Focus RS, it's going up in value by the day, and they are such machines. Don't see any of these on the road. I've probably seen one in white, but that's about it. Such a legendary car, and wow. These are just machines. On or off the road, they have such presence. Next up is a mental looking Seat, either Leon FR or Cooper. It might be an FR. We'll go around the back and see what's going on. But it sort of has a Clio RS trophy spoiler on the back there, which looks really cool. I believe that's quite a sort of a modification among these cars, and I think it is an FR. But either way, look at the build that's going on here. Look at the paint work as well. The fleck in it is gorgeous. As you guys know, I'm a paint guy. I love to see clean paint, and that is really nice. The Bowler B ones in red with the white barrels as well. How crazy does that look? Bit of carbon here and there as well. What a lovely looking build. Don't see many of these, and definitely don't see any like this. Next up is a crazy looking EP3 with a mental looking exhaust. Look at that. That is very long. I think this is sort of going for the Bazooka style, a very popular thing in Japan where cars are pretty much just done up the wazoo. Crazy spoilers, exhausts. That sort of reminds me of the Bazooka exhaust. But this is such a lovely car indeed. EP3 Type R in this, I think it's Sonic Grey, or it might have changed throughout the years, but it's definitely Sonic Grey on the later ones, like on the FK8. But the EP3 Type R, lovely thing to look at indeed, with the red Recaros in there, proper car. And talking of proper cars, look at this FK8, one of my favourite Honda chassis in the red as well. This looks mental. I think it's Rally Red, this is called. One of my favourite colours for the Type R, along with Championship White and Sonic Grey. But this FK8 looks mental. I think we've got a few Mugen parts on this car here. We've got the intake on the bonnet, big hood scoop, big Mugen wing as well. This looks mental. What a lovely thing. And next to it is a more sort of standard one. Definitely not standard, much more modified, but you get to see the comparison between the two of how they look with the Mugen parts versus the normal Type R parts. But look at the body on this car. The FK8 such as aggressive lines and crazy styling to it. It's such a great looking car, especially in this Sonic Grey as well. One of my favourite colours, I think, along with Rally Red and Championship White. But Sonic Grey, definitely an underrated colour. Such a nice fleck and reflection to it. Look at the paintwork. It is glistening. And, oh, you love to see it. Tyre shine around the tyres. Lovely stuff indeed. That's a big thumbs up from me. So, yeah, there we have it. Fantastic looking FK8 Type Rs right next to each other. And, of course, the crazy looking triple exhaust on the back. And it's a Miltech as well. Good stuff indeed. They sound great. And speaking of great sounding cars, a classic and very clean EK9 Type R. One of probably the most popular classic chassis within the Honda lineup, and look how minty fresh it is. Never seen one of these in person, so it's definitely a first time seeing an EK chassis, but that is so mint. Love to see it. A massive Defender as well, selling a bunch of Hot Wheels, which I will have to have a look at in a bit. See if I can find any Abarths within there, because I'm trying to find one. Haven't been able to find any, mainly just like the 500Es, which is really weird. You think they would make an Abarth Hot Wheel. But anyway, regardless, we are now going to walk down here, down the same road, but sort of around the different areas. It's the next lineup of cars. We have some proper JDM machines. So starting off with another Evo 9 with a crazy engine bay. We got the brace across there, strut brace. Look at that. Proper machines these things are, and the carbon splitter looks so good in the sun. White wheels with this mental artwork on the side as well. Look how nice that is. I love these sort of classic Japanese artworks on the cars. I think there's a few here today which I'm looking forward to seeing. Oh, it's an Evo 8 as well, so my mistake. Really nice looking machine with the artwork, proper nice. Next up, I believe I actually saw this in the queue with me, and that is an S2000. So these things are absolutely amazing. S2000s are such an underrated car. Great platforms on these as well, and sort of quite a nice stock appearance, and you just, you get to appreciate how nice these things really are. And next up, next to it, is the man himself, Biggie JDM's Subaru, which, look at this. We've got a proper sort of rally-esque livery going on, and I've seen this thing on YouTube a few times. It just looks so, so cool.
You gotta subscribe to that blue Abarth, man. I'm telling you.
There he is, the man himself, Mr. Biggie JDM.
Biggie went.
Oh.
Biggie JDM.
You know it. So this, my friends, is Biggie JDM, an absolute legend on YouTube. And go follow him. If you haven't already, give him a sub, give him a follow, watch his content. He makes awesome stuff. And he's...
You're too kind, mate. You're too kind.
Right, that's the truth. It's facts, my friend.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yes.
Mr.
Subscribe to this guy, the blue Abarth, yeah? Thank you so much, buddy.
No problem. Have a good day, my friend. So there you go. Biggie JDM Subaru, lovely stuff indeed. And next up is this mental, crazy looking, fully done up FK Type R. I mean, look at it. We have artwork everywhere. How crazy does that look? We've got all the pinks and the whites. Sort of got a markup pen effects going on. I've seen this a few times on different cars, and how crazy does it look with all the pink and the artwork? It's been properly done, that's for sure. And we get to see quite a few unique Type Rs here today. And if you haven't already, go follow the Instagram, because this is a mental looking thing indeed. And we've even got some like cheetah print inside there, or cheetah-esque drawings in there. What a crazy looking car. Next up is another Subaru. We have one of the Hawkeye Subarus amongst the lot, which looks really, really cool as well. I believe this Subaru is actually sort of close to where I live. Very nice indeed. I've heard this a few times as well. It sounds amazing. You can't not love a boxer engine. They are just so, so good. In the silver as well with the black, lovely stuff. Another MX-5 on display with its engine bay showing. What a fantastic looking thing indeed. With all the chrome on show. Very clean indeed. With this really nice light blue paintwork. Hardtop as well, which is very rare to see, and the spoiler. Lovely wheels, which sort of look like OZ Superleggeras, so definitely really nice. And next up is a car I really like as well, and that is the Corsa VXR. Now, these are such little hot hatches, around 210 brake horsepower from the factory, front-wheel drive, crazy looks, central exit. Bucket seats as standard from the factory, and this one has been fully done up as well. We have all the bits and bobs. Lovely amount of tyre shine on the wheels there. We've sort of got rotiform-esque looking wheels. Really, really nice. And these are such nice cars on the interior. Really underrated in my opinion. And at the back as well with the central exit. These are great. And oh guys. Yes, that's right, my friends. Oh, hey mate, how you doing? Seen a few friends here as well. But next up is the first Abarth of the day. In the club stand area, we have a 595 Competizione on the Corsa wheels, which look fantastic. Noisy generator. But we have a 595 Competizione with the newer style Monza in the lovely red as well. I keep forgetting what this is called. The red is the only colour that I keep forgetting. I think it's Rosso red. It's the only colour I keep forgetting, folks. I do apologise, but I do love a good comp. As we can see as well on the interior, we have the awesome Saybelt seats with a little hoodie on the gear stick as well. Lovely stuff. Oh, mate. The dark grey accents as well, the matte grey. Don't see many of them on the Abarth, so it's quite nice to see. And a carbon roof as well. Lovely stuff. So we do have a few clubs here. What I'm going to do is start off with... We'll go with Stock to Modified because this is actually a club I was with last year. So we'll start with all their cars and work our way through. So Stock to Modified, the first car we got is another MX-5, the classic MX-5 with, is that a Lotus badge? I would say UNOS badge in the style of a Lotus one. How cool is that? That's unique to see. Really nice in this blue. We've sorted the splitties. I believe they're Jap Speed. I think that's the brand. Really nice looking wheels there. And next up is sort of the German equivalent of the MX-5, the Z3, which, oh, I haven't seen one of these in so long. Such a classic car. Some of them had the V6. I believe they all have the V6. Really lovely motors. We do have a 007 badge on the side there because these were starred in the James Bond films. You did actually get to see one of these in, I'm not sure which movie it was, but they were featured in the film. Such a cool looking car, proper classic. Next up is the first 350Z of the day in this very vibrant light blue paintwork, which is really cool to look at. Look at that. And the proper full-on mental bonnet as well. Look at that, folks. That is mental. And I think we have some 370Z wheels on this as well. So we've got a full-on combination of parts going on here. Full-on carbon spoiler as well. And from the back, you cannot mistake that. We've had a few 350Zs on the channel before, and they never disappoint. They're just such cool cars. V6 with all the goodies in it, 3.8 litre. They're such great cars to listen to as well and look at. And next up we have, I believe, I actually remember this from last year as well, a GR Yaris. I commented on how nice these look, and we do see a few more nowadays because they are on sale and a lot of people have bought them. But saying that, I don't actually see many of these on the road, but this red is beautiful. Dark red with the black roof, the bucket seats. What a great combination, folks. How nice is that? We also have a very nice looking Toyota Celica, finished off in purple with the Jap Speed Bowler B1-esque wheels. And you guys might remember this one. This is the 350Z convertible we had on the channel not too long ago. And if you guys liked this car during the video, then if you remember, it is for sale. We have all the bits and bobs, and if you do want to message them about this car, then all the details are there for you to go look at. And there you go. You could pick up this absolute gem of a car. Look how nice that is. Lovely car indeed. Next up, we have something that I've never seen at a show or in person, a Suzuki Ignis. These things are so cool. Sort of a rally-esque car, like an off-roader type thing. I'm not really too sure how to describe it, but they are such a cool little... I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how to describe it really. They're such a unique car. But there you go. They are really cool to look at. And I think they are so underrated. I'd love to see more of these in person and on the road, because I don't know what they drive like, but I bet they are quite fun. I think they do sort of an R-line as well, like a sporty version. But that is so cool. And we also have a very nice dark blue M4 rolling in. That is gorgeous. Oh, there you go. All my Forza people, stand up. We've got a D500 sticker, AR12 Gaming. There you go. So next line of cars we'll start off with over here, which we have the GS300 as well, which was also on my video probably a little while ago. If you guys remember that, the double Lexus GS review, that was so cool. And as we can see, we now have an additional spoiler on the back, which looks really nice. Dual exits, all the stuff from the original video. What a cool looking car. And yeah, it still looks just as good as it did before. And next up, being cleaned, is this mental looking Cupra R, which one of my buddies own, and this is such a cool machine. He's picked this up not too long ago, and what a car this is. These things are absolutely crazy, and the power you can get from them is mental. It is a Cupra at the end of the day, so it is going to be a crazy machine. I believe this has already got an uprated turbo, bits and bobs like that, so it must be mental on the road, but crazy looking thing indeed. The grey on grey, nice contrast as well. Lovely machine. Now, I must apologise. I thought I did record this Polo, but unfortunately it looks like the footage is missing, so maybe I didn't press record or something like that happened. But this belongs to a friend of mine, and she passed a test recently, so this is her first car, so congratulations on that. And it is such a lovely looking little motor. Can't go wrong with a nice little Polo. So I've actually just realised that within the S2M club I was on last year, this has actually grown. It's grown in size. There are now much more cars here on the S2M stand, so much more goodies to look at. And next up is a S3, which S3s are very popular nowadays. I've seen a lot of people buy them. They're sort of increasing in popularity for good reason. They are a great platform to work on. S3s, four-wheel drive, good power, great car, and sound pretty cool too. And we actually have 3 S3s all together in a row. How crazy is that? 3 in a row? I barely see one a month. So to see 3 in a row in the same place is mental. How cool is that? So something I recognise from last year as well is the Mark A ST. We did actually have 4 of them in a row, I believe, last year on the stand. So we do actually have 3 different Fiestas this time. We do have the orange one again. We have a lovely Z-Tech in red and the grey Mark A ST as well. You'll love to see it. These are such great cars, and in a lineup as well, look pretty cool. We sort of have a theme going on with all the brands together. So we have 2 BMWs here. We have a 1 Series with an M2 front bumper. Always love to see that. Such a cool thing to have. And a proper modified 3 Series as well. One of my favourite chassis, the E92 3 Series Coupe. These look fantastic. And an Astra as well, finished off in a very vibrant red, looking very nice with the angry headlights. Very angry, dude. Very angry. Lovely stuff. So moving on to the back row of the S2M stand now, and there's just so many cars. Like I said, there's so many more than last year. We have a TTS in yellow. I actually remember this was my first car on Forza Horizon 4, same color and everything, so I remember this well. Gives me memories to the first time I played that game. That was a few years ago, folks. Forza Horizon 4 is so old now, but this definitely isn't. What a great looking machine. We also have an Audi A3 with a very glittery bonnet. Let's get a close-up of that, folks. Very nice indeed. And a Golf GTD with Golf R wheels on it. That suits it quite nicely, actually. We have a Vectra, which is quite rare to see as well. Don't see many Vectras anymore. A Astra wagon, I believe this is, which is also pretty cool. I do like me a good Astra wagon. They're quite unique to see, and especially on the SRI wheels as well. And we do have another Astra sat next to it as well, with sort of in a dark purple almost, with splitties on it. Very nice indeed. Cool little setup there. So like I said, we've got a theme of some cars sat together. So like I said, we've got quite a few brands sat together, which are looking really cool. I sort of like that formation. That's very unique, very cool to see. All the different brands. And on its own is another Mazda 6. So this is actually the admin for Stock to Modified, and it's actually changed a few things up. So this is a little different from the last time I've seen it. We've got the Bowler-esque wheels in sort of the paint match colour with the grey there. Very nice indeed. We've got the body kit on it as well. So there you go. There is the admin's car. And always got a private plate on it as well now as well. Good stuff, my man. Loving it. So there we have it. There is the admin's car looking very nice and shiny. Like I said, we all got to polish our cars yesterday, and then it started raining. UK weather for you. So moving on to this stand now. Now I'm not actually sure whose stand this is. I've not seen this club before. There's something in the back there that I'm liking the look of. We'll get to that in a minute. But starting off with another clean 350Z. Very nice indeed. Sort of stock, which is not a problem at all. You've got to love a nice stock car, especially when it's as clean as that. Brown leather interior as well. Don't know if you guys can see that. Bit of reflection there, but brown leather on the interior. We do have another Subaru as well. I think this is another Hawkeye Subaru in black gold wheels. I know those wheels, they're off something, but I can't pinpoint what it is. Looking very nice indeed though. Oh, I was going to say paint, but that's actually carbon. Lovely bit of carbon on the bonnet there. A few bits and bobs here and there as well. Lovely stuff. And a Mark 5 or Mark 6, Mark 5 or 6 Golf GTI. These are really cool as well. I went to go detail a car last week, and the owner's father owned one of these cars, and they're so cool to look at. The wheels, the paint, the car itself. You can't diss a GTI. They're fantastic platforms. And the second micro. So unfortunately, guys, the wind noise is just crazy here, so I'm going to have to voice over it because you can't hear me at all. Well, we've got a K11 mic here, finished off in dark grey with those really cool star-like wheels, the body kit on it as well. And as you can see, we have some FN2 Type R seats in the Micra, which is such a unique thing to see. I really do dig that. But the rest of the car looks fantastic too. I mean, just taking a look at the spoiler and the rest of the car as well, it does look absolutely fantastic. Stickers, the humorous ones, error 404, BHP not found. That is kudos, really, really funny. That is awesome. So cool, awesome. K11 Micra, you love to see it with sort of the fishes on the door cards there. That is really, really funky. Momo steering wheel as well. That is a properly done up Micra. You love to see it. And next up we have a Ford. Oh, is this one of the classic Fiestas, I want to say? I think it is, yeah. It is one of the classic Fiestas. Looking really nice. 1.1 Popular Plus. Look at that. That is fully done up. Really, really nice MX-5 here as well. But yeah, these are really quite a rare looking little car actually, and I actually quite like the way it's sat and the way it stands. It looks really, really superb in the white, with the white wheels as well, Vox racing wheels. Great little setup going on there. Classic little car. And talking of classic little cars, we have this right here, which is a Nissan, I want to say Micra as well. So I think this is another Micra. And look at that spoiler. That is very unique indeed. Yeah, there you go. Another Micra sat next to a, I guess this is the more modern variant of this Micra, I want to say. Because at the time, this was sort of the newer version. That's the classic version. And then we have another K11 sat there as well. Fully stanced. Let's take a look at that. To the ground with all the stickers on it as well, in the black with the deep dish wheels. And we have, oh, look at this, a timeless classic, guys, an Escort RS Cosworth with the wheels, the body kit, the seat cover, keeping it mint and clean. That's a classic as well. And look at this, we have a GT6 Mark III just sat here with a Domino's pizza logo. I mean, I tell you what, if you're delivering pizzas in this, then that is kudos. If I saw that rock up to the house with a pizza, yeah, I'd be loving it. That is really, really cool. We've got another Escort as well. I think this is also an RS, looking lovely with the grey and the white. We have another, I'm actually not sure what this is. I think this might be a Nissan Skyline, because I think they called this the Skyline for a few years. Yeah, there we go. Proof is in the pudding, folks. This is the Nissan Skyline GT. So this is quite a rare variant of Nissan, because nobody really knows what to call it, because people don't want to call it the Skyline, because obviously people think it's heresy, but I really like it. This is a Skyline, it is what it is, and it looks really, really cool. It sort of reminds me of an Infiniti, like a G37 or G35, so I really like the way that looks. Another 350Z looking properly clean on these wheels. You love to see it. Bronze as well with the spoiler. And we have a, I think this is another Unos, it might be another Unos, but we have a dark green MX-5 with that lovely brown soft top and the splitties as well. Roadster as well badge on the back, looking really, really nice. And oh, I saw this in the lineup, folks. We have a R33 or 32 Skyline. So this is just crazy. I heard this coming in. It was drowning out the Abarth, and as you guys know, the Abarth is a straight pipe, so for this to be louder than the Abarth is crazy. I mean, we do have an RB26 in there, very, very cool stuff, and proper kitted out. I mean, this is a serious bit of kit, folks, no doubt about it. And next to it, we also have another EK chassis Civic, which is always nice to see. The EKs are such a popular chassis amongst the Honda world, but you don't get to see any in person, so really cool to see. And we also have, now apologies if I get this wrong, but I think this is an EF chassis Civic. So first one of the day, looking really, really cool. And sort of more of a boxy shape compared to the other EK and other chassis of Honda, but looking really nice. Sort of one of the first ones really, with the classic Japanese plates as well. That is so, so nice. These wheels are nice too. The BBS is in gold. And what else do we have? We have another 350Z on Nismo wheels with this dark blue paint and the body kit looking fantastic. I'm talking of fantastic, 350Z with some custom paintwork on the side of it. Really nice looking livery here. And we sort of got like a really flat purple going on with the Nismo front bumper and a few other bits and bobs as well. That looks ace. And we have an amazing looking car right here as well. And I mean, this looks crazy. A Pulsar GTI, or it might be a GTR. Either way, it is a fantastic looking machine in that really nice purple as well. Full on Nismo intercooler on the front there as well, looking absolutely mental. Those OZ rally type wheels are also quite a unique thing to have on this car. Don't see many of those OZ wheels on sort of road builds. They're usually quite a rally spec wheel, but it's cool to see. What a machine. So moving on now further down to the rest of this club. I do apologize, I'm not sure what this club is called, but it's got some absolute goodies, that is for sure. Oh, almost dropped the phone there. That's the thing, I'm so excited I almost dropped the phone. So moving on to a fully wide body RX-7. So as you know, the RX-7 is a legendary car, and the Rotary got put into the limelight as well. But the RX-7, it's just a classic masterpiece. I've actually seen this around where I live as well. It's such a mental, mad looking machine. The red and the white is such a lovely combination of colours as well. You gotta love it. Proper classic car. So next up is a Glanzer, which don't see many of them either. I'm going to say that a lot today because you just don't see many of these types of cars. The Glanzer is quite a classic, popular hot hatch as well from the early 90s. Great looking thing indeed, the blue with the black. And talking of classic JDM, we have a Spec S, I want to say 14 or 15 Sylvia, sort of in its stock base form. You see so many modified, so it's quite nice to see one in a stock form. You get to appreciate how nice they look out of the box. And with that colour as well, it's looking great. But guys, I've just noticed, I don't know how I missed this, a gigantic US Army truck. I've got to point the phone upwards because of how tall it is. Oh, and I've got to watch out for those as well. There's quite a few dips in the grass there, but that is absolutely great. Look at the size of this thing. This is a proper unit of a truck. Spare wheel underneath the truck. How mental is that? If you guys know what this is, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Not too sure what make or model it is, but what I do know, it's a mad, crazy army truck. So that is awesome to see. Just on a stand? How crazy is that? But next up is another Subaru. We have another Hawkeye just sitting here. Well, actually, you guys might have to correct me on this. Is it a Bug-Eye or is it a Hawkeye? Or is it a Blob-Eye? I know there's quite a few names for these cars. I'll put it on the screen if I do get it wrong. But either way, another Impreza STI looking fantastic with the Enki RPF ones on it as well. Lovely, lovely setup going on. Blue seats as well with the blue cover. Oh yes, good old WRX. It's always good to see. And oh yes, folks, the second one of the day, another Abarth Competizione. So hopefully we get to see more Abarths today. I think there are a few more on different stands this year. Yep, it's Editing George here once again to voice over the win, because it was quite strong in this clip too. As you can see, we have another Abarth Competizione finished off in Passione red. We've got the Super Sport wheels on there as well, looking fantastic. Blacked out as well with the accents on the wing mirrors and everything as well. We do have a nice interior, OMP quick release steering wheel with those great looking sail bolts. We'll just get a little bit closer here so you can see, looking really nice from the interior there. But what a fantastic looking comp, really nice. We've got some side skirts there too, the Xenons, the black accents. Oh, lovely looking thing indeed. Nice indeed. So moving on to more cars. I don't think there'll be too many more of these edits, guys. The wind does die down later on, but we've got two MX-5s there with crazy body kits on them, looking fantastic. And this Subaru, which is the same chassis as the 22B, looking really cool as well. The wheels, the paint, and everything about it. It's what makes it a Subaru STI. Fantastic cars for sure. And next to it, we have this great looking EK chassis as well. Box is good to see. Let me just take the glasses off. A dark green, which is really nice. I am seeing quite a few dark green cars recently, and it's pretty cool because dark green is such a nice colour to have on a car, and it's great to see it on something like this. So kudos to the owner for picking such a unique colour. I don't know if it's OEM or not, like a factory colour, or if it's been painted, but either way, looking great. We do also have a fully danced, slammed Beetle, which, just look at that, on the moon discs as well, full-on classic car here, looks great. Do also have another Lexus GS full-on body kit in the red, orange MX-5, a pink S13 or 14, I do apologise folks if I get that wrong, in the pink with scissor Lamborghini doors. Look how mental that is. That is definitely something you don't see every day, especially on something like this. And next to it as well, we do also have another I think this is another Nissan. I do apologise, folks. I'm not really up on my classic Nissans. I know I should be up on these things. With the really nice Bride racing seat and the Bride gear gator, this is a cool looking machine. I know, folks, I should be gelled up on my classic JDM. That's my fault. But you guys know me, I'm an Italian man. But we're going to try and see how we go. And I'll try and get it right anyway. Yeah, I'll try for you folks. But I think that's everything from that stand. We're going to now walk over to the next area. I'm not sure how long it's been so far, but we're almost there to sort of the mid-section, as it were. And we are getting there. So I think these are the last few cars of S2M, which is the lifted Audi A4. And then I think now we're onto a whole another club stand. Alrighty then folks, the next club that we are going to review is Lynx Street Demons, which I believe is the biggest club here today, I think. I'm not too sure. I mean, each and every club is massive. There are so many cars. But let's get started with the Mark 7 ST in all black, very stealthy looking. Black on black is quite a nice colour combination. Usually sort of hides too much, but I think that's quite a nice combo. You get to see quite a lot with the bit of red on the back there for the ST badge. Looking nice indeed. And our first two M140i of the day. Usually you do see a few of these floated around, but it's actually quite nice to see like a fully built up M140i. Because the ones I see around town are usually like stock ones, you know, they're just driven around. Sometimes you'll see a really nice one fully done up, but like this, we have a fully done up example with all the bits and bobs, nice wheels. We've got the spoiler, the very nice Maxton design kit with sort of a yellow tinge going on. There's a few yellow accents like on the badges and the diffuser. We have a really nice body kit going on. I do rate these cars, they are great. The B58 is a fantastic platform, as a lot of you know. Fantastic cars indeed. Another white one here. And we have another Mark 7 ST, looking very nice with all the Maxton bits. Very stanced as well. The fitment is really nice. Very nice car indeed. Great car as well. Platform is fantastic for these two. And another fantastic hot hatch is, of course, the Clio RS. Now, I'm a big fan of the modern Clio RS, like the 220 Trophy, but these ones are great. I think these are sort of the ones that kicked it all off for the RS community. People love these things, and for good reason. They are such a good car, and that is what I would do if I owned a Clio RS. Get the Clio plate, CL10, fantastic plate to have on these cars. You just got to have it, folks. You need it. Great little track weapon and really cool car indeed. And next up is a car I actually detailed recently. So this is one of the examples of cars that I have cleaned and detailed. So if you guys are in need of a proper detail, then feel free to hit up that blue detailer and I'll get you sorted. So this is a really cool Audi TT. So this is one of the earlier chassis of TT before the modern ones, like the one over there, the yellow one. And this is really, really nice. We have a full custom bonnet with all the vents in it, looking absolutely amazing. When I was detailing this, I was like, what? This thing is crazy. And of course now it's looking spectacular. We've got the splitter. We've got sort of rare wheels as well. I believe these are sort of like S-line wheels. I don't know if they're on the TT of this generation, but you guys will have to let me know. They look fantastic though. We have the performance sun strip, the really nice interior, and the full carbon spoiler. Oh, that was so nice to detail that. It sounds mental too. The exhaust as well, I got to hear it. It's great. Another Astra here as well, looking very nice on the wheels with the silver, and a Mark 6. I think this probably like a Z-Tech S or something along those lines with the Ford KA wheels. That's quite a unique option to go for. OMP toe strap on the front, you guys will remember that from Cadwell Spec. But yeah, very nice, I like that. That's quite a tidy little build. And behind us, we have something that I always love to see, a Peugeot 107, and of course we have the Citroen C1 and Toyota Aygo. They're such a funny little platform to modify, and you can do quite a lot to them. I actually helped my friend put a few bits and bobs on his car, and it looked great, honestly. The final result was pretty nice. He was happy with it, and I kind of got him into cars. So there you go. It doesn't have to be something really fancy or something fast and powerful. Something like this can get you started, and it's here. So there you go. We have another Golf as well. I think this is like a Mark 5 or Mark 6. Very nice indeed. And next up is this pink Audi TT with some crazy paintwork. The fleck in it is mental, and when the sun hits it, it looks great. We do also have the heart rings there for the Audi logo, and it's quite a nice little thing indeed. I mean, we've got the nice wheels as well, but I think the thing that sets it off the most is that pink paintwork. I've never seen anything like it on a TT, so it's very different. And, well, there you go. There's the combo of both the TTs there, looking pretty awesome. Just trying to get all the cars in, trying to see the ones I have and haven't seen. We have a very awesome looking EVA 46 M3 with the splitter, all the good stuff. I believe this is on a cover photo for one of the groups, looking really, really mental there, sat here in the sun. You've got to love an M3. And a Polo GTI as well, one of my favourite generations of the GTI as well. These look great with the wheels as well, the spoiler. These are fantastic little things. I think they're a 1.6 turbo. Could be wrong on that, but they are fantastic little pocket rockets. And talking of pocket rockets, we have an Audi S1 behind. Now, these things are mental. They have about 240 or 50 horsepower in this, which is actually crazy. We've got quads on the back as well, big quads as well, so I bet that sounds fantastic. But yeah, four-wheel drive from the factory, so you get the Quattro system, and you guys will probably remember the blue Audi S1 I did in the double Audi review, the S3 and the S1. Crazy little cars, honestly. We have another Audi A3 here as well in the grey, looking very mean and moody in the dark colours, and something you guys will probably remember from not too long ago, the Skoda Fabia VRS. Well, actually, the fully done up VRS rep, because this was actually a Comfort Fabia fully done up, and it's very convincing. It's got the power as well, folks. This thing was running quite a nice little figure, actually. It's got a bunch of stuff done to it, but it looks great. We've got the CIB for FR wheels and the funny sticker, all smoke no poke. And one of the things I didn't get to show you guys in the last video when I reviewed this is the mental sound system. We've got JBL 1000. I've heard this. Wow, mental sound system. It sounded crazy, loud, and just full of bass, that's for sure. We also have a CRX Del Sol, which is very rare to see indeed. So I believe Del Sol means the sun in Spanish, which is pretty funky indeed. And I do love to see these types of cars. Very, very uncommon on the road. And with the wheels and all that as well, it's looking very, very nice indeed. So there we go. Another rare Honda at the show. We're getting EKs, we're getting EGs, EFs, all the good stuff. And next up is another mental rare car. I believe this is another Toyota Glanza. So I actually know the guy who owns this. Very, very cool person indeed, and he has put money into this car. It's fully done up. I mean, everything has been done to it. Carbon bonnet, if you were to see under the bonnet as well, whew, mental stuff going on there. So we have a bunch of modifications. This is done up the wazoo, and it's a very mean, crazy looking JDM hatchback indeed. And moving on to something a bit more British, and that is a Mini Cooper, classic Mini Cooper at that, looking really nice indeed. Look at that, take a look at it, take it in. This is such a classic British car. I mean, there's so much fun as well. They're a little hoot. If you stick an engine in this, like engine swap it, or just put some power into it, they are such a blast to drive. And honestly, back in the day, you know, not much was touching them if you did them up. Mark II GTIs, these things. Citroen 2CVs as well, actually, were also a hoot to drive and a blast to throw through some corners. You might not believe me, folks, but they are. Stuff like this is just so great to see and drive. Lovely stuff indeed. Next up, we have an E65 series, which is also looking nice, a classic car as well, and a Mark 8 ST, which has been fully done up too, with a full Maxton kit, lovely looking performance wheels there, which are Revos as well, very nice indeed. We've got full bucket seats in there as well, for performance ones. I think this is a performance model, because there were quite a few Fiestas done in the Mark 8 shape, but I think the more rarer one was the performance model. So you've got blue, green, and I think orange as well, which is what the one over there is. And I could be wrong, this might not be a performance one, but it looks fantastic with the maxed in kit on it as well. That spoiler looks mental, by the way. Really liking this, so that is really nice. So like I said, I think the orange and the blue one are the only performance colours that you get, and that's what indicates for it being a performance model. But anyway, Mark 8 ST, lovely stuff indeed. So moving on to another Seat Cupra. And what am I hearing? Oh, it's this. It's the Fiesta RS Turbo. I was trying to find where that was coming from, but it's this. Oh, whoa, take that in. That smells great. That is pure fuel right there. It smells great and looks fantastic too. We've got a full setup, Compomotive wheels. We've got everything going on here. This looks absolutely fantastic. Take it in, chaps. It looks great. Fully done up. I am loving all these classic hatchbacks here today. They are looking fantastic. And a few other cars as well, such as another Abarth. So we do have our third Competizione here today, and that seems to be the thing. We have quite a lot of Competiziones on show. So we do have another one here, which is, I think this is Campovolo Grey. I do get those mixed up sometimes. Record Grey is the darker colour. This is Campovolo, and it does look so nice. So we have another comp on the Corsa alloys as well, looking great. And whoa, someone's sound system is sounding mental. Can you hear all that bass? More Seatbelts as well. Lovely stuff. Seatbelt action. You can never get bored of it. So there we go. Another Competizione into the mix. And a very nice looking GTI, which you guys might remember as well. I also did have this on my video a long time ago. The fully done up GTI, the newer shape Polo, looking really cool. I love this car. It looks so good with the tartan in it as well. They're really nice machines. I honestly think that these Polos are so cool. They nailed the newer shape. So the admin of Lynx Street Demons is over there. He gave me a wave, gave me a hello. And again, this is his car, the awesome Polo GTI. The comp as well, looking great. So this is actually another one of the admin's cars, and this, if you can hear me over the awesome RS, is the i30N. Proper great little hatchback, properly done up as well. Got all the bits and bobs on it there. Fantastic hatchbacks, they sound great too. I'm moving on to another Abarth. We have a Turismo, which we had on video a very long time ago. You guys might remember it. Really cool looking car. We've got the Bowler B ones, all the bits and bobs. The Lego box inside there for the battery cover. Looking really nice. The Lego head as well. Lovely stuff. It's cool to see another Abarth, and it's different this time. It's a Turismo, so lovely stuff. R53 Cooper S Supercharged, all that lovely stuff. These are fantastic cars as well. Looking really clean. The build is superb. And here is, as you can see, Liv's S1, which is the S1 that was featured on the video. So there you go. 1, 2. Both Audis in the same club. Lovely stuff indeed. As you guys remember, this was a crazy car. I cannot believe how mental these things are. Super, super cool to see it once again in the person. Oh, bit of turbo flutter from the RS. Looks good, sounds good. Proper car. We get to hear another car in the background there. Very nice indeed. And this is something I haven't seen in person either, or much of anyway, and this is the newer M135i. So there is a 128 Ti M135i, and I believe they now do the M140i. So instead of the 6-cylinder now, I believe they now do the 4-cylinder, which is just as punchy as the B58, but it's looking real good. So massive tips on the back there. Great body kit as well. BMW nailed this newer generation, I must admit. It looks great. Really nice indeed. And next up is another Seat Leon, which I believe is a full-on diesel. I've heard this before. Tons of black smoke, I think. Really cool. And an FK8 normal Civic, which is really nice to see as well. A few red accents here and there. Pretty cool indeed. I do love a good FK8. They look fantastic. In the white as well. Great stuff. So I think that is everything. As you can see, we have the banner dividing this club and Lynx Street Demons. So this is the whole Lynx Street Demons done. We're getting there, folks. We're starting off with a Mark III Focus RS in nitrous blue. Lovely cars these are indeed. Saw one of these for sale recently. Oh man, I am tempted. They are fantastic motors. Next to another FK8 Type R. And do you guys notice something about those wheels? Yes, indeedy. Those are M4 wheels by the looks of it. Now, I'm not sure if they're like wheels by a company made to look like M4 wheels, but they definitely look like the M4 wheels for sure. But this is super, super nice. Again, in Sonic Grey with the full-on splitter and body kit. That is a crazy machine. And look at that. We've got a massive seagull in the bucket seat there, repping the Type R. I mean, why not, eh? Something different to look at. And we do have a full body kit on this thing. How crazy does that look? And of course, the triple exit as well. That's my favourite setup for it, so I'm glad to see that remains on here. Lovely looking stuff indeed. And a full-on liveried up Clio RS. Again, one of my favourite chassis of the Clio. And I think, I don't know, the later one is definitely my favourite, and this is my second favourite because this just looks so good. The wide body on the front, the full livery, the wheels, the exhaust, the spoiler. It's such a cool little car and definitely a hot hatch for sure. Moving on to the next one, we have another Skoda Fabia VRS, full kitted up. And hey, maybe this might do the smoke thing as well. That's usually what most of them do. It's always funny to see that. But another one as well, looking very clean, which is kind of different because usually they're all like very dirty from the black smoke, but very clean indeed, looking good. And we also have a dyno printout there. Just trying to look at it for you guys, see what that says. Around 250. That is mental. Of course, you guys know that this is a diesel, so it's the torque. 250 horsepower. Who knows what the torque is? That must be insane. We have another Mini here with all the Autoglim products on display. Loving that. I mean, gotta love a good bit of auto glim, and as you can see, it is very shiny indeed, so it's putting that to use. And next up is another RX-7. Wow, it's cool to see these in person. They're so low, actually. I didn't realize how low these cars were. Full carbon bonnet as well. Look how mental that looks. Looking very nice in person, with the bronze wheels matching the white paint. That is really nice, and a red interior too. And next up is a EP3 Type R in Championship White, with the same Championship White paint on the wheels. Now, I think this might be a special edition. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like the white on white was a special version. We do have a British flag on the back here, so this might actually be an import, which further sort of supports my sort of claim there that it might be a special version. But we do have a very sparkly bonnet there as well. Tons of different bonnets today, folks, looking really good. But there we have it, looking really nice indeed. Championship White, one of my favourite colours. And a Prelude. Look at this. It's very, very rare to see a Prelude, and to see one in person at the show is fan-dabby doozy. And the silver as well, looking great. And another EP3 to finish off this lineup here on the outskirts of the field. I never noticed there was tons of tyres up there before. Huh. I've never actually been this far into the field. It's pretty cool, actually. I kind of rate it. It's very, very peaceful. Although, of course, all of the cars. But EP3 Type R, and I think his name might be Joe. So Joe, if you're watching this, very nice EP3 Type R, my friend. Looks fantastic with these alternate lights on the back here. They're pretty cool. I like those. Never seen those before, but yeah, I rate that. Very nice indeed. So there we go. That is the full lineup here of these Japanese JDM motors. And I don't know where to go next, folks. There's just so many cars. I'm trying to figure out what the best route is to get everything on camera. But I think what we'll do is start off with another RX-7. So look how good this looks. So we've got a red one as well, which is also looking nice. So pretty cool next to the white one. Very nice indeed. Another set of gorgeous looking wheels in the grey, which complements the red very nicely. Big old spoiler on the back, and of course a nice exhaust to make it sound fantastic. Another Z4 here, actually, not a Z3, Z4, looking very nice indeed. Convertible as well. I bet that's nice during the summer. Stock example here, looking very nice and clean. And something you don't see much of are the Giuliettas. Now, these are my favourite Alfa Romeos for sure, along with the Quadrifoglio. And this is a cloverleaf, which is basically the competizione of Giuliettas. And as we can see around the back here, it gets everything. But we do have some additional extras as well, like the Maxton diffuser, the exhaust tips, and the brake light in the middle there, looking fantastic and aggressive. The colour as well is really nice, along with the grey horseshoe alloys, which you can put on an Abarth. That's a pretty cool trend I've seen throughout the years. And the interior looks superb as well. Alfa Romeo, they know how to make a good interior, that's for sure. Another R53 here, Cooper S supercharged with, we've got the man himself in the windscreen there, very nice. very good, very nice. So very, very cool looking Cooper S here. And we do actually have a few minis here. So we have another R56, actually, John Cooper Works, which is very nice with all the white accents, the stripes, wheels, looking very good indeed. And another Mini next to it as well. I think this is a Cooper S, looking very, very nice. All the track bits and bobs, and sort of a Diddy Cars version on the dash there. If you don't know, Diddy Cars is what me and the legend himself, my dad, used to call the movie, the Disney movie cars, Diddy Cars. So there we go, on the bonnet right there. And something that's really, really unique. Look at this thing right here, folks. A Toyota IQ, which, I mean, I've never seen one like this. Look at that. That is just crazy. I mean, we've got a full body kit on this thing. It looks like a Hot Wheel. I wouldn't be surprised if they made this into a Hot Wheel. We've got a full-on Castrol livery, sort of what the classic A80 Supra used to run back in the day. This is an official livery for the racing series where the Supra took part in. So it's actually on a Toyota IQ instead. So it's sort of like a compact Supra in a way. Oh, that is so, so cool. The wheels and everything. We've got a Castrol tag on there. This is a mental looking little thing. And there is a barcode down there. Not sure what that takes you to. Maybe it's the page and you get to read all about this. But that is a mental little thing. All the decals look crazy. And full-on bucket seats with the red and green matching bits on the inserts in there as well. What a machine. That is just crazy. Never seen one like that, folks. Have you? There you go. Next to it as well is also something you don't see much of, but I think it's quite underrated, and that is the Nissan Juke Nismo RS on these bowler rally-esque wheels, looking really, really cool. I think the Nismo RS Juke is really underrated. Now, people aren't really a fan of the normal Duke, but I think the Nismo can definitely change some people's opinions because it looks fantastic. I mean, just take a look at it. Sporty shape with the spoiler and the body kit and the Ronald Turbo wheels as well, which really suit the car, actually. They look really nice. And with the black paintwork as well, the red accents, it looks great. You can actually get full-on Nismo bucket seats in these cars as well. So if you guys didn't know that, you can get bucket seats in a Duke Nismo, so that is crazy. So next up on the list here is this lineup of cars, which we're going to start off over here at the Skoda section right here. These two little Skoda Octavia VRSs. So we're starting off with the sort of the early generation of the VRS, which is looking really cool, sort of the one that started it all off, looking very nice in that dark blue. And next to it is a very nice one indeed as well in the green, which very nice car indeed, my friend.
That's mine as well.
Oh, nice one. So one guy, two VRSs. That's a pretty nice little lineup there. So we've got the four-door saloon and I think, yeah, the four-door wagon as well. The VRS wagon is something you don't see much of. And to be fair, I don't see many VRSs in person, especially of this shape. The police use them a lot for good reason. They're very fast. So never underestimate one of these things. They are nippy. But both generations looking fantastic there, right next to each other. The green looks really good as well. I'm loving that. Look at the wheels as well. I didn't notice that. They are very unique indeed, with sort of the pearlescent effect going on. Really nice looking build here. Love that. So there we have it, two really nice Octavias, and I believe that is a like sort of a development car that was owned by a company in California actually. So that's really cool. Nice story with that. We've got another Civic there in white with the banner. I will be going a little bit faster now, guys. There's so many cars to get in, but I will try and just include them. Even if I don't talk much about them, I will include them for you folks. Really nice Fiesta there in the blue. We've got another Yaris here with a very cool looking plate there. I rate that. That's really cool. Toxic Nation, pretty cool name. We have another EP3 Type R and another EP3 Type R right next to it as well with a Mugen front bumper. That's really nice. The Enki wheels on it as well. Two really nice ones there. A Porsche Cayman. That's a bit of a difference from all of those to here. So we do have a Cayman here as well, looking really nice in person. Mark 7 Fiesta ST with the body kit on it. Fantastic platform. OZ2 Balajeros. Lovely stuff indeed. They're always great wheels to look at. Would love some from my car. They're a bit pricey though, but hey, who knows? Maybe in the future. Or maybe I'll just get a Biposto. There you go. But we have another i30N here with the bowler wheels on it, looking really nice in that dark grey. Makes it look so much more aggressive.
We have I think this is a 106, I believe. You guys can correct me in the comment section down below, but that looks fantastic in the black. Really minty fresh. A lot of the classic cars here today are properly minty fresh, looking great. We do have a R32, I want to say here, R33, looking mental. Look at that, the engine bay as well, and a mental looking Mark II ST as well, with all the bonnet bits on it, with the wheels as well. Also M4 style wheels, looking great there. Two really nice cars. Another Fiesta ST here with some green accents on it in that gorgeous dark blue, and a white one as well with a dark blue and a white one. Bit of a theme going on here, like the lineup. So we've got a dark blue one, a really nice looking white one, another dark blue one with a Focus RS front bumper like that. That's pretty unique, pretty cool to see. I like when people put different bumpers on their cars, like the M2 bumper on the 1 Series. Looks really cool. Another fully done up one here, ST, and a VXR Astra, looking really cool. I think, oh, this is a Opel as well, so it might be an OPC, but there is a VXR badge, so they might class it as both. And here's the M4 we saw earlier, looking gorgeous in that dark blue, and there are the wheels as well, with that cream interior too. What a lovely spec for this car. Gorgeous in this colour. Probably my favourite colour alongside the yellow. Really nice. And an E92 M3 track car. You want to know how I know it's a track car? Because of the MSV track stickers. Yeah, buddy. We've got a track car on our hands, fully done up here in this really nice blue, actually. That's something you don't see every day on the E92. Really nice full track spec going on with the Apex wheels. That looks fan-dabby-doozy. I think I heard this coming in as well. It sounds great, as they all do. But yeah, another E92 looking great. We do have a Astra there and another Skoda Fabia. And folks, look at that in the distance. We have a GTR looking great as well. Lovely cars indeed. Land Rover, pretty cool looking van as well with the RS style wheels. Oh, it's a Kangoo. Oh, that's really cool. We don't see many Kangoos actually, so that's pretty cool to see. Kangoo van with some bowlers on it with RS center caps. I believe there is, on social media, there's one floating around with an RS engine in it. It's just mental, it really is. So coming through here from the Q Series Audi, we have a really nice Nissan Silvia here. Well, actually no, 200SX or 180SX, one of the two, looking really nice in the red. Look at this. Is that a, wow, look at that. That is mental. I'm not sure what that is, folks, but that looks crazy. Wow. Puma ST as well, very nice car indeed. I really like the look of those. Mondeo, another Mondeo. Oh no, Focus wagon actually. That's quite hard to see. You don't see many of those. Usually it's always the hatchbacks and stuff. But like the Mondeo, it's quite hard to see Mondeos in person. So these two right here are quite rare little finds. Next to it, we do have a full-on Focus RS Mark III as well. I think I do recognise some of these cars. They might be returning from last year. Full-on Mark III Focus RS looking great in the white, the GTR in the background there too, with the Mark II Focus ST. Another Focus ST, the later generation, like the 13 plate generation with that really nice front bumper on it. Crazy build going on there. With another Mark III ST as well, with a full-on build going on, all the orange stripes up the side and everything as well. So next up, folks. Oh, there we go. You know what it is. It's another Abarth. Oh, yes. So we have a Series 3 Abarth here. We do have some Super Sport wheels on it. So let's see what this spec is. It might be an SS or something of that nature. Very nice interior with the cloth seats with the red stitching down the middle. Really like that. So if we come to the back here, we do notice that as quads. So I think it might be some sort of comp, or maybe it might be a Turismo with comp bits on it, or an SS. One of the 3 or 4 that I mentioned. Anyway, it's a lovely looking Abarth. Black, gloss black kit on it, black roof as well. Lovely looking thing. We've got an ST here, Mark 7, with a nice bumper on it, and sort of like a black sticker kit going on here, which sort of divides the bumper, makes it look a bit different to how you usually see it. That looks really nice with the finger there. If I turn the camera to the side, I don't know how that's going to look, but basically that's his Instagram. Go give it a follow. If you see any Instagram tags today, guys, go give them a follow, because these are some insane looking builds. And we have more cars down there as well. We have a lovely looking dark blue Golf R, an Audi wagon with white wheels, S3, got a few 3 Series, some more STs, Fiestas, a whole lineup of Fiestas here, folks. Actually, a full lineup of Fiestas, looking really cool. And we have some more cars here as well. We have an S4 Volvo V50, which is quite rare to see. Those are really cool. A Seat Ibiza FR. Micro next to it, a K10 or 11. Cupra, and a Mini Coupe. I don't know if you can see it on the end there, guys. The white and red Mini Cooper Coupe, which is actually quite a cool little car. It's basically a Mini Cooper with the roof chopped off. It's a lot lower, and you get an aero spoiler. You love to see it. Cool looking, fully lowered Honda Accord. I'd love to review this one day. It looks really nice, fully done up as well. And look at the shine on it too. And speaking of shine, look at the Honda Accord, fully done up as well. I actually know the guy who owns this car. He runs National Tyres. Great fellow indeed. And if you need anything doing to your car, then hit them up. Great place. And look at, oh, it just looks so cool. I love seeing this car all the time. It looks great in that purple as well. And oh, something next to it as well is the Subaru. I think this is I might be right. Is it a Forester? But it looks great either way. Fully done up Seat Leon Cooper track car as well. Another Mini Cooper. We have a Subaru wagon. Oh, and this is the XF that I've seen quite a bit on Instagram. This is the XF project, I believe. He's working on it quite a lot, and it looks great. He's taking some scenic photos of it. It looks fantastic in the countryside. And another Cooper there as well. I love how the bonnet comes up with the lights in it. It's sort of like a clamshell effect. Really cool indeed. As you can see, we do have a Mark 1 MR2 over there as well. We have the Mark 7 Golf, E92 Coupe. Really mental looking 350Z here. Look at how mental that looks. That is crazy stuff indeed. Loving that. Mental body kit on it. Hopefully get a review on this one day. I am chatting with the owner, so we'll see what happens. Another classic Mini, which looks so cool in that light blue with the moon discs, and a full-on ST3 as well. Full-on. I'm not sure what chassis this is, guys. Might be like F82 or G82, something like that. The newer shape of a 3 Series wagon, looking great. Got a few more cars down there as well. We've got a Focus, we've got an Escort, Subaru, and a few other cars down there as well. Got another Mark 7 here as well with another Series 4 Abarth. Look at that. I think we've got a Bombardone on the back there with yellow standard wheels. That's a pretty unique colour for the standard wheels. Looking very nice indeed. Take a look at that shifter. That's definitely different. Lovely stuff. We've got all the cars over there as well. I'm going to see that Series 3 in a minute as well. So there we have it. Look at all of these cars. Oh, and I do see another Abarth, folks. So we'll go look at the Abarths, and we'll sort of include the cars as they are as well during the video. But there are so many cars, folks. So like I said at the start, I do apologise if your car doesn't get into the video. But this, oh, I recognise this. This was parked next to me a few days ago at Cadwell for one of the track days. And this is great. It's a Turismo with a bunch of performance parts on it. Looking really nice. Of course, we do have the great looking Turismo leather seats in there. Stripe on the side, and I believe this has a pretty cool exhaust as well. It does have a Magneti Marelli exhaust on it. One of the, it's not a Bombardone, it's like a V2 of one of the versions of the exhaust. Full carbon steering wheel as well, you love to see it. And a massive bonnet Scorpion. That is pretty cool indeed. I do love a good bonnet Scorpion on an Abarth. We have a full fast forward section here. Looking really cool indeed. Tons of different Fords, Focuses, STs, RSs. Is that an Anglia? Very nice. Mental stuff, guys. So there's so many cars, and I am seeing quite a few Abarths. So here is all the cars in this little lineup here. Tons of lovely machines, M4 as well, and there's another Abarth, folks. Can you see it in the background there? We have to get the Abarths on camera, of course, because I mean, hey, we are a Abarth focused channel. It'd be rude to leave out the Abarth. So we have a Series 4 T-Jet here, looking very nice, sort of lightly done up as opposed to this. Look at that. That is mental. I'm not even sure what it is, folks. You guys will have to let me know. But that is super nice. We've got a full-on red Series 4 T-Jet, looking really good indeed. You get to appreciate how nice the standard Abarths are, actually. But saying that, I recognise that system. Is that a Toyo Sports exhaust? Oh, lovely stuff. The back of it looks really nice too. So there we have it. Lovely looking Series 4 there. There are so many cars at the event. I can't believe it. All the stands as well. I'm going to have to look at the stands, see if there's anything I can pick up to take home. But yeah, there we go. Look at all of these cars. I think I've got through quite a lot of them, so I'm quite happy with that. But the last section is actually down here. So let me just see. Let me feel the phone. The phone feels all right, so we're doing well so far. It hasn't overheated yet. Fingers crossed, let's hope it stays that way. We've got a pretty cool Group A rally spec Corolla, and that looks so cool. Next to it, in yellow as well, looking very nice environment. 370Z, guys, my apologies, looking really good. So we are almost done, guys, with all the cars. We do have this really cool, just look at that, that is mental. It speaks for itself. Group A rally spec Castrol livery dub Corolla, that is awesome. So we do have more cars in the rows as well. So many cars. We've got GTR down there, R34, another Polo GTI, fully done up. I believe it's around 550 horsepower Astra VXR, fully tuned, the lot, looking great. An FTO as well, which is something you don't see every day. That is really, really cool. That is a nice setup as well. The black spoiler, the black lower half of the car as well. That was really, really good. Next to it is a done-up Jag as well. I think this is a Type S, which are always nice to see, and an Evo 6 as well. Whoa, look at that. That is mental. Again, Instagram tag there if you want to go follow them. Modified Mazda as well. Look at the size of the grill there. It looks very angry. It looks like it's but very nice indeed. Full on modified Mazda. These are great track cars, by the way. I've seen a few of these on the track days, and they are so good. They just whiz around. Another S1 as well, fully done up, wheels, spoiler, the lot. This is a great looking thing. So, oh, we've got some revs from an MX-5 there. That sounds pretty nice indeed. Not sure what exhaust these cars run, but MX-5s sound really good actually. I'm moving on to another MX-5. So there we have another one with a gigantic wing. Look at the size of this spoiler. Guys, that is massive. Look how crazy that is. Bruh. Really nice in this light blue with the bowler-esque wheels. So many cars, folks. And there is a better look at some of the cars down that little aisle there. And moving on to the last section. That's right, folks, the last section of Modified Live Club stands. So we have quite a few cars here as well. And as you can see, we have another Abarth in front of us, a Series 3. We've got to go take a look at that. So I've actually seen this thing before, I think. Very nice indeed. We have got the Formula wheels on it in the Scorpione black. We've got the red stripe and everything as well. Look. So this is the last look at all of the cars at today's event at Modified Live. Pretty awesome stuff. Alright then folks, so we're making our way down towards the drift cars now. As you can see, there's a full-on supercar section as well. But I know it's weird. I'm not going to focus on the supercars, I'm going to focus on the drift cars. I know, how crazy is that to say? But I want to get some of the action and see what happens with the drift cars, and that'll pretty much be it. So I'll meet you down there and we'll get some drifty action.
Oh, this is the one I like. Cut all the smoke from some of my favourite. Oh, look at that!
Oh my god. Absolutely.
My back's nice, please. Nice and tight up to it, buddy. Really tight, really tight. This is the one that won the unique modification. Oh, yeah. Hey. I don't know how much I think so.
Look at that, that is awesome.
I'm not sure, but Richard said that I think he's got a cover that goes on the inside of the bonnet.
Right then, folks, so we are heading back to the car after a very busy day at Modified Live 2025. What a day it has been. Oh, it's so awesome to be here once again. It was just as good as last year, honestly. So cool. Oh, and a cheeky flyby from an FN2 Type R as well. What a way to end the day. So we're just walking back to the car now, and well, it's been awesome. We've seen so many cars, and the stand that I was going to be on won an award. How cool is that? So pretty awesome day indeed. And oh, we've got an MX-5 as well. Very nice indeed. So yeah, as you can see, all the cars are rolling out now. It's pretty much the end of the day. We had the award ceremony, we've had all the events and the Modified Live stand as well, and all the cars. As you can see, a lot of them are starting to traverse now out of the fields and to the exit. Been a very long day. I've spent quite a long time here. I was here from 7 and it is about, oh, just check me what? It's about 10 to 4. How crazy is that? And as you can see, got more cars rolling out. Got some of the ST Owners Club rolling out now. It's been a very long day, but a very awesome one. Got all the drift cars as well, folks, so you get to see all of them. There were so many today. Oh, the M3, lovely. And the last one of the lot, the Sylvia. Wow. So there you go, folks. That was all of the drift cars on camera. Because my phone did actually have a problem halfway through the drifting segment, so unfortunately I didn't get many drifting clips, but I'll try and do some editing magic, try and see if I can get some clips from other people here and there. A few of my friends did record some of the drifting earlier on, so I'll ask them politely to see if I can get some clips from them, and I'll include it in the video. But you'll definitely be able to see some drifting, that's for sure, some good sideways action. Oh, I keep saying that we'll fast forward back to the car, but just more awesome machines keep popping up here and there. I mean, as you can see from the area here, McGann RS and a few other of the track cars as well. This is one of the Time Attack cars. I guess on the way back we get to see some of the cars that were on the track, like some of the Time Attack cars. And as you just saw a minute ago, you got to see the rest of the drift cars. Pretty awesome stuff indeed. I mean, there was a lot more here compared to last year. A lot more drift cars, a lot more cars in general on the stands. It was a very busy day actually. So many cars have turned up for today's event, which just makes it so awesome. And well, got a long trek to go to get back to the car, so I'll see you there. All right then, folks, I made it back to the car park, and the biggest challenge now is trying to remember where I parked the car. Bruh. Yeah, might need a minute or two. I'll cut back when I find it. Folks, back inside the Abarth, I managed to find it. There's so many more cars here now, like it's crazy how many Spectator cars were here. It just gives you sort of an idea of how many people turned up today. But what an event it has been, honestly. Modified Live, it's always a treat, and it's my second year here, and boy oh boy, it was just as good as last year. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. It's going to be quite a long one. I'm not actually too sure how long this video will be. Got quite a lot of footage of pretty much all the cars within the club stands. So I actually underestimated how many cars were here this year. I mean, whew, it is crazy. There are so many cars within the club stand areas and on display. So I do apologize if your car isn't on camera or if I don't talk about it in detail. But I tried my best to get everyone on video because there were so many cars. But hope you guys enjoyed the drifting as well and some of the other things going on throughout the day. It was just so awesome. And I even picked up some goodies such as a picture of the car. Look how cool that is. Oh, that is so sick. And I will be displaying that in my room for sure. And another thing I got was this. Ta-da! That blue detailer plate. And guys, this could be on your car in the future if you book a detail with that blue detailer. And like I mentioned earlier, if you need your car properly detailing to look absolutely amazing, then feel free to get in contact with myself, that blue detailer, and we'll see what we can do, because I am a car enthusiast. I love seeing cars all shiny and at their maximum potential. So if you're interested in that type of thing, then feel free to drop me a message. Details will be on screen so you can find them on the relevant social medias. But apart from that, folks, that is everything for today. I am knackered, that is for sure. But like I said, hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you'd like any more videos at all, whether it be more crazy events like Mod Live or Cadwell Park track day action, which there's another track day on Thursday. So who knows, we might be here once again to get some more trackside action. But if you'd like anything like that at all, or anything else that you see on this channel, then you know what to do. And if you're new, you also know what to do. Hit that bell, like, comment, and subscribe, all of that good stuff. I also got to chat to a ton of my friends today, and it was just a blast. I even got to meet another YouTuber, Biggie JDM. Like I said, go drop him a follow and make some awesome content. That Subaru is so cool. But I'll see you guys in the future. Have a good one.